Hey everybody, it's Jimmy Grappone here with JPAR Carolina Living in the CLT Life, and I'm joined today by the broker in charge of JPAR Carolina Living, Parker Zdeb, and we're going to talk about how's the market. So Sarah, how's the market? And we're in May of 2022 now.
It is, and time is flying by, isn't it? I feel like we just started the year. So I guess, for the market, it really depends on what side you're on, right? I mean, if you're a seller in this market, crazy.
Yeah.
But if you're a buyer in this market, crazy.
Challenging.
Crazier, right? It is. It's very challenging. It's complicated almost, isn't it? And I really feel like, with a lot of our buyers, we've just got to have the right people in place. That's what I think is making the difference, because the people have the tools to be able to get them to get their offers received.
Right.
Since we're still seeing a lot of multiple offers.
We're seeing multiple offers. We're seeing people, when you get multiple offers, they're competing, so they're generally going over the asking price.
Yeah.
So do you see that slowing down anytime soon?
I don't really. I mean, I think we might see a little bit of a maybe correction or a plateau in appreciation, but I don't actually necessarily see us seeing any sort of dip or real slowdown. I still think we're going to see multiple offers. This is the time everybody buys.
Right, and it seems like we had almost a little bit of a delay in the spring market, and maybe it's anecdotal, I'm just noticing it, but it seems like the spring market is now here.
Yeah.
Usually it comes late February, early March. This year it waited into April to come along. But we're starting to see more listings, and buyers are certainly still out there as well.
Yeah, which I think, the other thing we need to be talking about with this market is the interest rates.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, because the Feds are meeting.
The Feds are meeting, we're filming this.
Too.
Yeah, today's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And big Star Wars fan.
Yes.
And the Feds are meeting this afternoon at 2 o'clock, so we'll find out a lot. We just had our office meeting today, and Delaney Bessiker, who's with FBC Home Loans, she's one of our partners here at JPAR. She was telling us a little bit about the Fed meeting, but she was talking about how it's not something to necessarily be concerned about, even though they're planning on raising the interest rates, because the market has been preparing this for the past couple of weeks, and interest rates have already come up in anticipation.
Yeah. So it's been a while. I think we've been expecting this. We've heard about the interest rates rising. We know that people are being a little more careful in what they're purchasing. If they could afford $500,000, they're going back down to $450,000 now, and they need that room for multiple offers. And just give themselves that buffer. So I think we've already started to prepare for that. I don't think we're going to see a slowdown. Yeah,
when I'm working with buyers, that's one of the first things I'm telling them. Once we get them pre-qualified, is we can set your home search range, but wherever the tip top of your range is, we're probably should be looking a little bit below that.
Yeah.
And as a listing agent too, I know that when the home presents well and when it's priced at or maybe even just slightly below what that market value is, especially if you're competing with other homes in the community.
Yeah.
The market is gonna drive the price. So we just set the starting price pretty much.
That's right. And we've got to make sure that we understand too, because what you said was spot on. You need to be pricing it properly, right? And a lot of people we're seeing are trying to do these big $25,000, $50,000 jumps over what the next house sold for, and that's not what the market's calling for. We're seeing a few more days on market for the agents who are doing that.
Yeah, I always call it chasing the market.
Yes.
And people, and just over the years, I've noticed that as people see homes increase in value in their community, they want to go after it, and everybody thinks that their home is the best, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to kind of sit down with them and show them pictures of other listings, and when you're sitting there in their kitchen and you see this home, that same community, same square footage, and this one has like a completely renovated and updated kitchen and primary bathroom, and then you're looking over there and they've got brown cabinets and older countertops, and like, does yours look like this?
Yeah, I've still seen some trying to compete in the market with like the green shag carpet, and I'm like, ooh, 70s called. We need that back.
Well, and those houses can sell.
Yeah.
Everything can sell for the right price, right?
That's right.
So you just have to price your home accordingly.
Yeah. It's funny because people will talk about location, but it's really price, location, and condition.
Yeah.
The price is such a huge factor in that too.
Yeah, you want a strategic price. One of the best lessons I learned or courses that I took over the years was strategic pricing specialist.
Yeah.
and we learned about pricing it strategically on certain numbers,
Yeah.
but also in comparison to other homes that are on the market, because you're competing against those too. We have to look at the homes that have sold,
Right.
but we also have to look at the other homes that are on
And
the
that
market.
goes back to having the right agent. You have
Yeah.
to have the right people that know what they're doing,
Right.
and have the resources and the tools to actually help push you forward.
Right. So it's May. Today is, I think it's going to be 89 degrees today, so it
I
feels
know.
like summer.
Yeah.
To me, it's still spring, but
Are you
but
ready
we're-
for the beach vacation?
Yeah, we're going later in the year. We're going in August.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can maybe have like a weekend trip or something like that. But yeah, we've got August in Wilmington already scheduled. So
You're like, check.
yep, can't
That's
wait
done.
for that. So speaking of the summer, though, we were talking earlier today as well about, you get a lot of homes that, people sell their homes and they're not always living in them. So
Yeah.
you have these vacant homes, and if they're just sitting there, a vacant house is constantly deteriorating. So any home that somebody's not living in, maintaining, taking care of, it's deteriorating. So what are some of the things that home sellers, if they put their house on the market and then they move and it's sitting there vacant,
Yeah,
what
well,
are
even
things they need to be
speaking of
concerned with?
vacations, it can start with that 1 week they're gone.
Right.
Think about how high the grass can grow in
Yeah.
that week, right? And you don't want any signs of it being vacant.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want any issues before closing with any, potential water damage from AC not working and it getting too humid, or there being a water leak that's going unnoticed, right?
Right.
So a lot of things, the simplest things that you can do, right, is having somebody maintain your lawn. Put sprinklers on a timer. That's always a great one, and just let the little ones that you stick in the ground, shoot around. It's great.
That's what we
They're
have in
timers.
our yard right now.
Yeah, let them go off for even just 10 minutes a day, right? It'll give somebody the notion that somebody's there. One of the other least expensive ways is the dusk to dawn lighting. Those are the solar powered lights.
Yeah,
You
I
can
love
get
those.
them. You can get them for your garage. You can get them for a front door. You can get them in front of your house. The little solar powered lights that kind of point up at the house. But when you have lighting that goes on automatically, it's a safety feature, because now your home is lit up, right? And it also gets people into thinking that somebody is home,
Right.
turning those lights on and off. Having timered lights inside the house. And a radio. I've told people, keep it on an AM station. Who cares, right? But turn a radio on and have a lamp on a timer.
Yeah.
Little cheap things that you can do to make sure your home is safe and secure, even if it's for a week or a month or however
Yeah.
long you need it.
That's great advice. So, well, yeah, thanks for spending some time.
Well, I think